Hi guys, it's me again. But for today's video, I would like to share with you some information, especially for those who are already registered nurses here in Canada that wanted to get this 25,000 Canadian dollars as a sign-in bonus. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me again, Alex, and again I'm back for another episode of my international student journey here in Canada. If you apply for an RN job specifically in the province of Ontario. So without further ado, let's get started. Hi guys, again for a little bit of overview for those who are just new in my YouTube channel. My name is Alex and I was an international student way back 2019. I took 1-year program which was palliative care and nursing. That was just a 1-year program, and with my 1-year program I got my 1-year postgraduate working permit, and also with that working permit I moved from Ontario to Nova Scotia. I worked 1 year as a continuing care assistant, and then I got my permanent residency. And then also when I was working as a CCA or continuing care assistant, I was also studying and working also to get my license here in Canada. So I made a video about moving from Ontario to Nova Scotia, about the process of becoming a Canadian registered nurse, about the process of NNAS. If you could just watch my other videos, that would be great. Today's video, it would be specifically about this benefit or sign-in bonus when you get your license and you wanted to work as a nurse in a long-term care, in a community health nurse, specifically in the province of Ontario. So again, my journey was I moved from Ontario to Nova Scotia, and then Nova Scotia back to Ontario. I made a different video about and updates about life. And so for anybody who got their license here in Ontario and who is working outside Ontario, you are eligible for this. So this is a good news, and I just wanted to share it with you as well because you might be interested. And 25,000 Canadian dollars for free money, you get your experience, you get the money. What else could you ask for? For me, I took this job, I took this opportunity, and on top of that, I got the 25,000 Canadian dollars. I think it would be like a win-win situation. I get the experience and then I got the bonus. So that's why I'm sharing this with you at the moment. So I have here my cheat code, so I'll just read it to you. So all the information that I'm giving it to you is legit and it's really coming from the website. And this is true, and I'll tell you and share with you how I was able to, qualify, and also my hospital that I'm working. This program is called Community Commitment Program for Nurses. So it's CCPN. Community Commitment Program for Nurses is their way to attract registered nurses, nurse practitioner, LPN to work in one of the facilities, long-term care, hospital, or even community health nursing here in the province of Ontario. There are lots of positions that are not filled up because of that. The demand of nurses is high. So this program, Community Commitment Program for Nurses, will encourage again for them to stay in one place and to commit for a full-time position and to get the job. So this is like, as what they've said, it's a sign-in bonus, right? So let's talk about the eligibility criteria for this. So I'll just read it to you. To be eligible for CCPN, so an employer must be a hospital, long-term care, home and community care agency, primary care or mental health, and addiction agency that provides publicly funded nursing services. I'll put the link down below so you can read it yourself, and you can message them as well. Second is confirm that the positions that they are seeking to fill through the CCPN have been posted internally to existing staff and that no suitable candidates were found through that process. Third is that confirm that funding will not replace any existing employee incentives currently offered by the organization, and offer a full-time position or full-time hours to an eligible nurse. So that's for the employer. That's a criteria for the employer. So again and again, in the province of Ontario, there are lots of available full-time positions. So for the nurse, so this is so important because it doesn't mean that you're a registered nurse in Canada, you're eligible for this. So these are very vital, and I want you to take note of it and listen to it. So for you to be eligible for a CCPN, a nurse must, one, not have been employed as a nurse in Ontario in the 6 months prior to be hired. Second, hold a certificate of registration in good standing from the College of Nurses of Ontario. Third, begin employment no later than March 31, 2024. Commit 2 years of employment at a full-time work schedule offered by the employer, and not simultaneously receive funds from the Ministry of Health for the tuition support program for nurses. To sum it up for me, so first is you have to be outside of Ontario. And the reason why I was eligible was I was from Nova Scotia. Remember, I worked there, and when I decided to transfer here in Ontario, I make sure that the job that I get, the hospital that I was working, is eligible for this. So that's why I was eligible, because I was from outside Ontario. Now, so if you're a registered nurse already and was working already in one of the facilities of Ontario, then you're not qualified anymore. And one of my co-workers who was just hired, and I just told her about CCPN, she also mentioned that she didn't work for 6 months, but then she had a maternity leave and she was, receiving money from the government, and that disqualifies her to get the opportunity to get this sign-in bonus. This is only until March 31st, 2024. So to anybody who plans to go back or to come back to Ontario or wanted to pursue their nursing career here in Ontario, then make sure that before March 31, you could be hired and you could be employed, so that you can get this opportunity of getting this sign-in bonus. In the website itself, there are jobs that is posted, so you just click on what location, by the way, and then they'll show how many long-term care and hospitals that are hiring that is eligible for this opportunity. And so that's what I did. I went to the website, I clicked the jobs, and I choose the location, and through that location I was able to see the hospitals that are hiring, and then I submitted my resume, and then they contacted me and got the interview and got the position. At the first thing, when the employer was like, when the manager was giving me the interview, he asked me how did I find the job. I mentioned him right away about the CCPN, because I wanted them to know that aside from getting the job, I was also really interested of getting the 25,000 Canadian dollars. So aside from that, let's talk about how and the process of getting the 25,000 Canadian dollars. So when I started to have my job offer and everything, I also received a contract about this, the contract about my 25,000 Canadian dollars. You won't be able to get it right away. And by the way, if you ask me if it's taxable, yes, it is taxable. Even if it's just free money, you're earning the experience, you're getting this sign-in bonus. Along the way, you finish the 2 years, you have 25,000 minus the tax. Everything is taxable. You cannot run away from tax, so you're gonna have to live with it. If you want to earn money, it has to be taxed, and so that's how it works here in Canada, right? And when you receive the money, when you commit to this program, to that position, you won't get the 25 Canadian dollars right away. It will be given to you by installment. And for anybody that you know that is planning to move back here, send me a message and I could refer them with the hospital that I'm working right now. and also they could apply for the CCPN. Okay, so let me read this to you so you would know. Contingent on confirmation of the continued employment, grant funding of up to 25,000 Canadian dollars per eligible nurse will be dispersed to employers to be paid to each nurse in 6 installments. 3,000 Canadian dollars upon completion of 4 months of employment. So first 4 months, 3,000. I got it. 3,000 upon completion of 8 months of employment. So another 4 months, another 3,000. I got it. So I'm still 8 months old, so I still didn't get the other money. So another 3,000 upon completion of 12 months. So after a year, you got 9,000 all in all, minus the tax. So I don't know how much would it be, but you got 9,000 Canadian dollars on the top of your salary. That's your sign-in bonus within a year. And then after 16 months, you'll get 4,000. So it gets bigger. And then after 20 months, you get another 4,000. And then after 2 years, you're gonna get 8,000 Canadian dollars. So come to think of it, 8,000 Canadian dollars. So a total of 25,000 Canadian dollars if you commit on that position. And so in my case, honestly, I was planning to move to a different unit. So I'm working the same hospital, and there are lots of other areas that are hiring. I work in medicine unit. So I was thinking I wanted to work in the OR, I wanted to work in hemodialysis. I just love the hospital that I'm working right now because it's a huge hospital and we have lots of areas that, that you could work with. It's the same hospital, benefits, it's, the same. And then as you go on with your career, you're exploring which areas that you wanted to, work. So for me, I've been in medicine ever since I started my career in the Philippines, and in here in Canada, I started in medicine. I've learned a lot, but I'm at the moment wherein I wanted to explore other areas of nursing as well. So that's why I messaged them, I emailed them, and I told them, am I still gonna be able to get the money if I move from a different floor or a different unit with, still a full-time job? It's the same hospital. I'm gonna get I'm just wanted to move to a different unit. And he messaged me back, he emailed me back and said that yes, you are still eligible as long as you're full-time, as long as you're, committed for this 2 years, you're still gonna get the money. And I'm said, okay, so next time, if I'm really gonna push myself to work in another unit and I'm gonna apply someday soon maybe, then it's good to know that I'm still eligible. So I wouldn't lose that benefit, but I'll still continue to get that money. And I think that's great, right? So with whatever profession or journey that you're gonna be facing, I think this opportunity or this sign-in bonus will help you earn your experience and also get this money. That's perfect. For me, that worked. And I think that's all. So if you wanted to work in our hospital that I'm working right now, you can send me a message as well. We are still hiring. Like, I could see a lot of job posting. Just give me a message or just comment down below so I could, message you back. But yeah, I would be happy to help you. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next videos. Bye!